Hello guys, today we're back with a requested video of Chimera gameplay. As you see, I changed my list from the last video because I had some issues with the old list breaking on too many non-engine. So I put out the droplets and I put in 3 patchwork and 3 talents. And also I changed a bestial in the side deck for a third Phantasme. This is still on testing phase and Nibiru and Evenly. I have never used them. Maybe I can change this as well. But the rest of the deck is standard. So let's go right to the gameplay. The first match is against Spright, pure Spright. This actually was a very, very good game I wanted to showcase. As you see, he has Duster, Talents. Unfortunately, he bricked on the Ice Barrier counter, continues. And he has Swap plus Angler, which is a very good combo. Here I discarded the Sword Knight because what I want to do is if I get hand trapped, I could just normal summon Master Tau and then go for Fiendsmith combo plus reborning the Sword Knight. He thankfully doesn't have any hand trap, so I just do full combo and proceed from there. Pretty basic stuff. I also showed in the guide as well. So you summon the Fiendsmith, you equip, you go into Necro equip. Here I didn't hold Quattle for Necro equip because I want to do this combo to be a bit safer. Here I just summon Magnum and then I will reborn the Swordnet with Master Tau. So Swordnet can go into Baphomet after you exit summon, so now you're locked in the fusions, but you don't need to summon anything else. Magnum is a free draw. Here I shouldn't activate the Fiendsmith because the extra body in hand, monster body, is more useful than a spell that does nothing. He activates Duster. I thought like he maybe was playing Tenpai right until this point. I have met a lot of Tenpai and generally going second decks as I was climbing the ranks. So I have most of the games here, but some games were just so bad that I didn't put them because they were just scooping after game one, and it's not very entertaining for you guys to see. As you see, I've floated into some stuff. I have an anti-spell setup, so he can use the droplet and the scissor. Plus the Magnum that popped the set in case it was a bait, which obviously was. Talents take, he goes into Gigantic. And now it's a huge misplay from him because he didn't know I have Sword Knight. Like, how do you forget that? He said he forgot that, it's okay, like, mistakes happen. This deck is very underrated and not many people know exactly what it does. So many people tend to forget how Chimera works and what interactions they have because they have many hidden interactions in the graveyard. Here I just show him that I have full combo, so we go to game 2. Game 2, you guys really need to see it because it showcases the power of the deck, even with a hand that doesn't open board breakers. As you see right here, I have Phantasme, Agent Chain, Necro, Apprentice, and Chimera Fusion, which is a very good hand, but still I am going against like 2 Omni Negates. I see here a Solemn Strike, and you will see what boards he will make. He has a very good hand. He goes into IP, normal summons the Beaver, and now he goes into the Illusion Link 2, which is a very interesting card. And he can pop a spell trap and then set the statue, which is basically Soravis. This deck doesn't get hurt that much by this, but it's still a good card. Here I'm getting low on resources and I am stuck with polymerizations and fusions that don't have targets for it. So I just have to commit to the Fiendsmith combo. He has already used 2 or 3 of his interruptions, and now this is the winning point because I activate Phantasma as Chilling One and he chooses to use SP despite that, so I can just attack Toad and bait out the second Omni Negate. So now he has used most of his interruptions. He has a starter set which can be either follow up or a negate, and he has a statue on top of the SP banish, which I feel good about because now I have the upper hand. That's what I feel like. Here I activate the Fiendsmith and he summons red with starter. That's very good for me because he doesn't have a lot of follow-up and he just has one card in hand. And Sprite in general cannot combo with just one card, so I just have to break his field. Here he doesn't use SP on the link 1 effect, so Fiendsmith baits in the gate and the SP banish, so now he has literally nothing other than the statue. And I don't know exactly why, but I wanted to get rid of his bodies a little by little, so I went into SP here, as you see, just to bait the statue. It doesn't have any other value, but just Swordknight can give me so much value because I still haven't committed to a normal summon. I broke all of his field without using a normal summon, and this guy is so good. Now I have 3 Chimera fusions, and I have a lot of floaters. Chimera is very important to get rid of his last card, so in case he top decks something good, I win. He doesn't, and so basically I broke his whole board. It was actually a very good game. I felt really happy that my deck could do all this. Here I'm playing against tenpai. I met a lot of going second decks, climbing the ranks. So he holds Shift till the main phase, and Multiami as well, which is very weird for me because he just activated my talents to get rid of his last interruption. So now I have played through 300, basically. And you will see right here how good this deck is against Multiami. He will not draw a single card of this card. He just went -1 for no reason. I will not commit to any normal or special summon from the hand. And you will see exactly how. So Beatrice in this case helps a lot because I can dump stuff that special summon sorted from the deck, from the graveyard, I'm sorry. So now I just do full combo, guys. Full combo, and he just used the card that doesn't do anything. He just wasted the card. And now he has just 2 cards, and I will rip one of them. So he has 1 top deck, unknown, and 1 known card, and I have full combo. I don't know how anyone can out this. Thankfully, I rip off his Kaiman, which is arguably a better card than Sunken Kaiman when you just have 2 cards in hand, and he top decks another Malchami, and I have full resources. He just has 2 cards. He cannot win. I have a lot of plays on his turn, but because he added Pydragon, I just wanted to BM with a Droll. I'm no sorry. I didn't know what he will put me going into this game. He uses Moldsarmy again, and I thought maybe I should not start with the Apprentice in case he has a Droll. So if he uses Droll here, he just gets rid of the Moldsarmy. So Moldsarmy again has no value. He just went -2. And you will see just how good this deck is under Droll if you can just open 1 fusion card. So by just having the patchwork, I can play through Droll. And he discarded the Moldsarmy. Now he needed to use Beastal here because he did not Imperm, so the Imperm is also dead. I have played again through 3 hand-traps. Basically 4, but yeah, okay. Now I do Chimera line again because you guys need to know that when your opponent has very little cards in hand, you always need to play around the card advantage in this deck. And now I have a lot of graveyard setup, and Beatrice helps a lot, playing through Droll, because you can just do stuff on his turn. Like now, I dump the Swordknight, and Beatrice is a way to add back the Chimera Fusion from the graveyard if you cannot add it from the deck, which is very underrated, and you can just do it with 1 patchwork. So now he top decks a very good top deck, which is Prosperity, digging 6 card deep into his deck. He adds the field spell. And now he has 1 unknown card and 1 field spell. And I have a Chimera access, and I have also a negate setup with the Performant in the graveyard, and I can reborn the Diabels, I think. So now Chimera pop both of his cards. It cannot be targeted with the Druid's and yeah, skill issue, to be honest. I played that very well, and the deck helps you a lot. Like, Fiendsmith Engine going into Beatrice can help you a lot playing through Droll, which is the worst card against this deck. Arguably, it's the best card to use against the deck. It's the worst card facing when you play it. Here, I do not save my Coatl because I wanted to do a setup that plays around more hand traps. Most of the times I will use Quaddle when I have a Necroquip Princess just to draw another card, because the draw can be very important, as you guys will see in a replay. So now he has, as you see, Nibiru plus Impermanence, and I don't know exactly why he plays Nibiru in Sky Striker, because if you don't open a monster, it will stay in the main master zone. Yeah, it's kinda weird, but we still can play through all of his interruptions. And now he loses just because he can't read the cards. He doesn't know what Chimera cards do, and he doesn't know that Quaddle can negate the impermanence. So now Nibiru will be useless because I have the Scissor. Thankfully, that's good for me. And for all the Chimera players out there, I draw a bunch of cards. I draw the third roll. Very funny. Because I wanted to see what he was playing, because he sent me first. I thought it was Tenpai, but I have faced a lot of going second decks in DB. And actually, most of my matches, I think I went first against going second decks. So I really wanted to see what he was playing, so I knew what my plan going to his turn was. He used Nibiru plus Imperm, wasted 2 cards from his hand, just like this, and I ripped the third, so now he has 3 cards going into a top deck, and I have full board. That's very good. This is how you bait interruption, guys. This is how you win those duels, with card advantage. He obviously surrenders game 1, we go into game 2. Game 2, he still makes me go first. I summon the Gazelle. I thankfully have the Chimera Fusion, which I don't really need it because I have Fiendsmith and I have a lot of follow-up, but I really wanted to have the most card advantage against this deck in case he has a lot of board breaking and I cannot set up like a Diabels or something. Here again I use Quaddle because I didn't want to waste my Druid's and I really needed to discard the Swordnet in case he has more hand traps. So here I sent the Chimera to the graveyard. To reborn Diabels against his deck is very good. I go into Beatrice just to play around Nibiru. So if he chooses to Nibiru at any point, I can chain Beatrice, sending the what's it called, the thing that reborns Swordnet from the graveyard, so I can just do full Chimera combo under his second hand trap, if he has it. I realized that he didn't, but I really had to respect it, so when I go into Caesar, I send the Master Tau, reborning the Swordnet, and then do again full Chimera combo. Plus I have Beatrice setup and Caesar, which is good against his deck. Here I discard with the Chimera, but you know, in DB you find weird people sometimes, and he wasn't discarding it until I called the judge. And then he actually did something very weird. He just took it back for no reason. He draws, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, actually, even if he had Reiki, he could not break this board. But yeah. Now another replay is against a deck that I see a lot in rank for some reason. It's against Magical Musketeers, and I have not seen that deck since 2017 or 18. I don't know when. So I don't really know the full interactions of the deck, but I know most of it, which I'm happy. He told me to go first, so I play like I'm facing Tenpai because I did not really expect Magical Musketeers. Like I played with 4 Magical Musketeers in DB, and after that I learned a lot about the matchup. So here I do again the Necroquip Princess with the Quaddle line. I set up an Nibiru negate, and then I go to Baphomet, which can go to full Chimera combo because I have Swordnet in hand. My setup is amazing, and his hand, as you see, is linked to the Brains, which is a very strong card going second if you have a monster, because I think you cannot respond when you link summon, when he link summons, and he adds like 3 cards from his deck, which are all board breakers. Which is very dangerous, to be honest. And these are light fins. All of them are light fins. So you know what that means? Full Fiendsmith combo, just by 1 monster. I rip a card from his hand. When I go first, but when I lose the dice roll and I go first, I want to see what he's playing just to know where to interact. So that's why I go into Chimera. He uses Super Poly, which is very good because I don't really care. He just discarded the card. Here I go for Chimera just to set up the anti-spell because it's very good against his deck, because all of his cards are like quick plays or traps that need to be activated from the hand, like Desperado or how it's called. It needs to be activated from the hand and it's a trap, so you cannot do that. So here, as you see, I don't have a good hand, and I thought after this that he would go first. Like, go first, set up a couple of negates, and pass my turn, so that's why I put Phantasme. I actually misplayed a lot, because I should put back the Thrust with my talents, and let Fiendsmith go and just negate when he summons. So that's my bad. When he links summoned, I also put an extra monster on board, so he adds 3 cards instead of 2. Many misplays from my side, so I apologize for that game. So I scooped immediately out of shame because it was very bad. Game 3, I sent him first because I thought that his deck doesn't do a lot going first. Like, his best cards are the links and the thrust and all of that. He asses my Maltz army, which would not give me a lot of value either way, I think. But he just wasted an Ash Blossom. He was going for Fiendsmith combo, but he didn't. I don't know what happened. Like, okay, I thought, like, seeing his hand, it wasn't that good, and I could just break his whole field with just Fiendsmith and the talents, and I have shortened as well, so it's not that important. Another tenpai, as you see. A lot of going second decks. I don't know why, especially in this format, they're playing a lot of going second. Okay, understandable, I guess. He also plays the statue, which is very weird for tenpai because that's not the goal of the deck. At least going into game 1, maybe you could side it at best. His build was very weird, actually. He actually plays Fiendsmith on top of his tenpai, which is very weird. So, as you see, again, Impermanence Nibiru plus full combo. But I can play through it easily, and you will see just now how important is Necroquip Princess, because it draws into talent. It can draw into all of these cards when you have Quattle. Even if it doesn't draw like a crazy board breaker, it draws a card, and all of the cards in the deck are good. So this draw just saved me the duel, because I could just see his hand, discard another card from his hand, and he would just have one card and I have full combo. So going into game 2, he chooses me to go first again. I thought, like, maybe he chooses to go first because he plays Fiendsmith, he plays Statue, so I just put Phantasme. Maybe if he went like Spheres and then Fiendsmith combo, I don't know. Here my hand is not the best, to be honest. Aerial Eater and Hedging Chain. I don't have a beast, that's the main issue. I don't have an illusion or a beast. And when you don't have one of these types, it's very hard to combo. You can combo with Finch, but you need at least one beast or illusion in your hand to make a very good board, which I don't have, as you see. Here, going into Fiendsmith combo, I just summon Necroquip. I can summon back the Fiendsmith, but it will not be enough, as you see. If he has Droplet, he has Droplet. Here, Beatrice is basically to set up Swordnet on his opponent on his turn, because I have Chimera Fusion, and Swordnet could probably give me a Performant into Gazelle and Fusion, so I could just set up a Chimera, maybe some negates, maybe some pops, and I have some hand drops in the deck that I can draw against it. But unfortunately, he Ghost Murders. Here, it was my fault that I shotgun the Beatrice, because I should wait for the summon of the Link 2, then activate Beatrice, which is my bad, guys. Because I could set up a Swordnet, but it wouldn't matter because he had Droplet, and he top decked in Imperm, so even that didn't do anything. So he has full combo, I don't really need to play it out. I use Beatrice just to use it for the next turn if I have one. I go into Chimera, maybe draws into a bestial or something that could save me, like a good bestial. I draw it into Boldrake, but he has a lot of cards. Plus he has Droplet. When I see Chime and Droplet, it's over. I don't have any interruption. So going into game 3, I go second because I have all the Molds armies and the Phantasmies. I can draw cards from his cards when he tries to do combo. So that's very good. And also, Tenpai cannot set up a good board going first. I mean, when I see the moon of the sky, of the close sky or whatever it's called, I was kind of surprised because I don't expect this going into a Tenpai matchup. And I was really curious. And here he misplays a lot because he realized he has one light feint sword. So he could just go into Princess. That's what I said to him, like go into Princess and then reborn the new Tenpai and do your full combo. I said to him, do your full combo. But he misplayed and apparently he doesn't play Princess or he didn't like my my suggestion. I don't know, but he just passed, which is very weird because that board is nothing. He's literally on the Mourner and they have talents plus full combo. So I don't know what was going through his head, but I understand that some things could happen even in real life. A lot of people misplay in real life. Not all people like play like Jesse Cotton, for example. So it's understandable you find this situation sometimes. Here it's just a cleanup. It doesn't really matter. He will scoop really soon. I have full combo. He doesn't have anything. Yeah. So that was dramatic. Going into the new replay. Here, what could I do about it? It's like the final match. I need one more match, and I play against Ancient Warrior, which again going second deck. I don't know. I just want to showcase the combos of the deck going first when opponent doesn't have any hand traps, for example. Yeah, even the rogue matchup sometimes you might lose to them. Like in the West, in the North America WCQ, someone lost to fucking Ancient Gears. So you never know. You can't underestimate the opponent. Basically, here full combo plus callby plus undispel setup plus Magnum. I don't know, like full combo. Here I use Magnum because I really wanted to have the Sword Knight to go into Baphomet. I felt like that was the most important. Plus, if I really wanted the Magnum, I could just reborn it. Here he activates the Continuous spell, which is pretty good because he summons a warrior from his hand for free, and I didn't want to do it, so I don't know, Chimera Pop. He changed Droplet, I dodged it with Chimera Fusion, he negates the new Chimera, not even the Caesar. I guess that's low rated. I activate Droll, which is very good. He doesn't activate Fenrir, understandable. Caesar negates his card, now he's just on Fenrir. Here, just clean up duties, I add back Chimera Fusion, I win. Now he goes first with a going second deck. I really didn't even side the single card. I just put my main deck and extra deck exactly the same for game 2. It's against Ancient Warriors. I don't need anything else. Here he activates Droplet on the worst Droplet target probably. He has Nash Blossom, which he doesn't use for Patchwork. I don't know. Maybe he wants to do for Fiendsmith or something else. Here he doesn't dash. I go for the Fiendsmith combo because Fiendsmith can actually be a good board breaking engine. And here I do just that. I break his board with just Fiendsmiths and I set up like some interactions. Now he has one unknown card. I thought maybe it could be Nibiru. So I try to play around it. And Nibiru in this case doesn't hurt me at all. Coatl, maybe it was an imperm. The last set was Droplet, but I didn't know that. Here, just clean up duties. So guys, that's basically it, as you will see very soon. Thank you so much for watching.